be justified. See? So walk in the Spirit, that fulfills the law, so that you don't do the works of the flesh. Read it again.
Galatians 5 and 16. This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
14.
Yep. And what are the works of the flesh? Things that are contrary to the Spirit. And you have to be in the Spirit at all times. Now, it's hard in the sense that sometimes we're going to go off. All right, but you can't have a lackadaisical spirit as pertaining to what's going on in this world, what's happening. You're going to have to be walking in the Spirit, because there's many snares that the devil is getting ready to throw, because he's after a particular talking point. Anything that goes against his NWO and what he's trying to establish on the planet Earth, his image, he's going to deem it hate speech. He's going to weaponize. All right, all kind of stuff he's getting ready to do. We already see what he's got going on. We've seen this tacky fiasco that happened over the weekend.
Man.
Showing you this devil, he don't give a damn. He's getting ready to just do, and even if you think it's real, fake, whatever it may be, right? They're still going to use that to get things done on the earth according to what they want, according to their plan. Okay? Read that real quick.
Proverbs 14 and 27. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life,
Right.
to depart from the snares of death.
See, the fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, and that's how you depart from the snares of death, man. There's snares of death all throughout, all right, this man's system. Okay, it was ultimately set up, okay, to entice you to sin against the Most High in many ways. The idols are embedded. It's in the food, it's in the air, it's in the music. All right, certain ways to get you to rebel against your power, man. And the ultimate rebellion, all right, is when ultimately you make your body a living sacrifice, all right, on the left-hand side, and allow this man to put all of this stuff in you and to eventually put that charabna, okay, inside of your ass. And that's coming down the pipe, and you're going to have the wherewithal when you see these things presented to you to walk in the fear of the Lord. Right. Read it again.
Proverbs 14 and 27. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death.
Right, to depart from the snares of death, man. And the scriptures say he is as death. So the just are going to have to live by faith. And this is going to be a mindset that's going to be ultimately walked out on earth by the elect. See? To get away from the snares of death. Now let's go back to Isaiah 33, and then somebody can get Proverbs 24, maybe start at 1 or 3.
This is back in Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure.
See? Wisdom and knowledge. See? In that time when all of these things that we've been saying come to pass, because they're going to come to pass, man. A lot of you Israelites are operating as if the Lord's word ain't getting ready to come to pass, man. Okay? You got all of this weirdo stuff happening in Israel. Okay? And ultimately, the bottom line is we getting ready to get the hell up out of here, man. Okay? You got these drama series, Why I Left, Who Leaving, I'm Leaving Too. Who gives a fuck? Do the work, jerk.
Right.
And teach the right doctrine, man. Retract that garbage about Paul and just do the work, man. Because you're wrong. We're walking into Jacob's trouble. And Jake is divided, weird, tripping, tacky. Who's sent to declare this man's way and really do it? Not go about it by calling him an American or calling him this. No, calling him the biblical Edomite, declaring that this is the end of Esau's world.
Right.
Manfully standing up week in and week out, day in and day out, to the best of our abilities, to tell this man and to edify on what's the truth of the matter. So who shall declare his way to his face? Go ahead.
Salakia, Job 21 and 31. Who shall declare his way to his face, and who shall repay him what he hath done?
Yep. So who's going to declare his way to his face? Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness. We fulfilling that, man. All right, but it has to be done decently and in order. Now, somebody got anything? Or, all right, or huh?
Yeah, I got something.
You can break it down.
This is 1 Corinthians 7:31, and I'm reading NLT. It says, "Those who use the things of this world should not become attached to them, because this world is Esau either. All right, but we have to live in this world. All right, so you still have to stay spiritual. What it says in Romans 8, to be spirit, to be what is that? To be carnal minded is death. All right, and this world is one big carnality. It says, those who use the world, use things of the world, should not become attached to them. For this world, as we know, it will soon pass away." And that's what we're seeing now with all these events that's happening, even in Israel. All these things that happen where you have guys that are starting to bug out. The world. We seen somebody. Somebody run for president. The guy, his ear popped off. We don't know if it was what's the deal with it, but we know one thing. As the elder mentioned, this is going to lead to an event that Esau has been preparing for. This is truly some agendas that Esau is preparing, but we know ultimately it's the Lord that's moving forward, having Esau move forward with his plan.
Right. Yep. And not getting entangled with the things of the world is a very simple concept, right? But it ain't easy.
Right.
Because you in the flesh, you in certain circumstances, right? So ultimately, you're gonna have to lean on Yahweh Bashim Shad, man. But you got to put your best foot forward too, man. All right, because it's getting ready to get ugly out here. Okay, so we're here in this world. Of course, we like things. We're here, but our mindset towards this world, especially as the Lord has showed us what true righteousness is, it's made it easier, as it should, for you to look at this life and understand what's to come. You understand death now. So there's nothing in this world that should make you separate from Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You understand that there's really no such thing as death. Right. So when you look at this life and things like death and what this world has to offer for what it really is according to prophecy, we're just passing through. We're pilgrims passing through, going to a holy place. This was never the end all be all for us. It was just a part of the process. And it's a bitter part of the process, but it came with a very important lesson that many Israelites haven't learned.
Right. Still haven't woken up to
They
it.
still haven't woken up to why we're really here. What we're in this crazy situation for now. Go ahead.
This is James 4:4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. And that's very, that's very cut and dry, bro. If you choosing the world over the Most High, you don't see the fruits of it. Can't sit there and just, which Jake will always do, because look, we've seen people, in our family do that. Who all, manners of wickedness, or just like, you've been forewarned, the protocol of what to do and what not to do.
Right.
Still go out there, y'all pray for me. Bro, shouldn't be no reason to pray for you if you was doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Right, and love it, and read that again.
Come. This is back in James 4 and verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High?
So
That's a question.
Right. Does that mean if you like plants,
Right, yeah.
the most you the enemy of the Most High? Right. You like cooking, you like particular smells, incense, whatever it may be. Does that mean you have a friendship with this world? No. The adulterer part is your mindset. Your loyalty is divided.
Yeah.
And you look at this world. When you look at this world, you don't look at it according to prophecy. You look at it according to how it pleases you. So when you're faced with losing certain things, you're gonna make a decision. You're gonna make a decision based upon your lust, and you're gonna find yourself an enemy of the Most High. You see, making a reprobate decision. Okay, so it doesn't mean you have a friendship with this world if you like to go out and walk in the park, you like music. But your mindset towards these things have to be centered around Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's plan and program, man. Because he showed us what righteousness is supposed to be, but he set us up in a world that's totally contrary to it. So how can you love it?
Yeah, why would you love it? Yeah.
Why would you love this? Why would you choose this world? You fall out of the truth. Where are you gonna go? You didn't already acknowledge the kingdom was coming. You acknowledged that this was the Edomite, that we were at the end of his world. Now you're back. Like, what does that even? What does that look like?
And this is the next verse. It says, "Do ye think that the scripture saith in vain, the spirit that dwelleth in us lusteth to envy?" It's asking me a question like, bro, like what you like? Nah, bro, like the spirit that was, that's supposed to be dwelling in us is the spirit, of not being so fond of this world and being so consumed with it.
Right.
The Lord didn't, we understand, according to prophecy, it's playing out how it's playing out. But it wasn't an intent to like, bro, we under punishment, bro. We literally in the corner. We're on a spiritual timeout, bro.
Yeah.
Jake just, they had no problem just being in the corner all day.
Right.
No, fuck that. I want to chill in my seat. But that seat, isn't here yet. The seat I'm referring to is the seat is the kingdom of heaven, bro. When Yahweh Shah HaMashiach is on top. When the governing body is right behind Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. That's what we await for. Not no damn presidential election or
Right.
The community coming together, bro. That's all done for, bro.
Yeah.
If I can add too, because Jake gets too comfortable, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake gets comfortable, and in these captivities, they're assimilated into these captivities, and they want to build, and they just want to they want to remain in their comfort zone, man. When the Lord clearly tells us what time it is. I'm gonna bring this out. This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. It reads, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." The Lord clearly tells you this is not our rest. The scriptures speak of rest, man. You know what I'm saying? What that Isaiah the 2nd chapter, Micah the 4th chapter. That's our rest, because that's going into the kingdom, man. Where every man have his vine in his what other kind of tree? His vine in his he'll sit up this vine, his fig tree, the water. And his fig tree, man, which represents that rest, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's clearly telling us here in Micah the 2nd chapter, this is not it, man. It says, "Arise ye and depart." And that don't mean get on a boat or try to get on a plane or something and depart. I mean, come out of this place spiritually, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't get attached to this world. The brother's been bringing out the scriptures how the world is enmity with the Most High. Right. Come out of this place.
Right, and the way you react to things is also being a part of this world.
Mm-hmm.
See? That's another way of adultery. The way you react to rebuke, the way you react to these situations you're going to be put in. You can't control the situation, but what you can control is your reaction to it. Right? And even though you're angry in a lot of situations, you're not always justified in retaliation. Right? Refraining from retaliation is walking in the spirit, reasoning within yourself, walking the path of Yahweh Shai. You see, who really should be the one complaining. We ain't really in a bad, we ain't got to go through what he went through. In the grand scheme of things.
Right.
As a point, I got one quick. This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 3. "It is an honor for a man to cease from strife, but every fool will be meddling." So it makes it, with this particular scripture, it's like one of my favorite scriptures that I like to meditate on. It just makes it that much easier. It's like, bro, if you go down that path like that and just make mention of, bro, you gonna be fighting every day, bro.
Yeah.
You gonna stress yourself out in the comment section. You gonna stress yourself out at the gas station, the shopping mall. Like, bro, man, pray to Yahweh Shem Shai, do the work, be the best version of you. Everything else is just outside noise, bro. You gotta endure.
With that, our people don't look at, especially in Israel, coming out of this world. All right, when you come out of this world, as mentioned in Micah 2, we are basically on the outside looking in now. So we're free spiritually from the bonds of this world. Free spirit, Yahweh Shem Shai. But what does it in John 8, around the 32nd verse, roughly paraphrasing, if you know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So we're free, but you have Jake that's trying to go back in the world. It's just like you getting out of a jail cell, but you crossing back, you stepping in the cell and closing the gate.
Right. Got out of slavery and got another chain.
Right.
A different chain.
The one that was tight, you put the other one on that's loose now. Give you free reign to do what you see crazy.
But the time you looking, you're gonna step back in that cell in the bondage again, and spiritually, and look at the world and be like,
Right.
oh, this place is through. Look
It's
at
true.
the events.
Look at the food.
Yeah.
The Lord is putting us in a position where now He's given us the Holy Spirit, and now we should be looking at this world like, ugh, not yay.
Right.
We were given the Holy Spirit to suffer for righteousness' sake, man. That's a part of it. And a lot of people will be like, well, that's stupid. That doesn't make sense. Why would God want that? Well, you don't understand Yahweh Shai.
Right.
You don't understand the lesson the sons of God are going through.
His thoughts are not your thoughts.
Because we went off.
Yeah.
So He gave us the fruit of, he said, okay, since you want to choose these idols and these guys, I'm going to put you in a situation. All right, but I'm going to put you in a situation where you're subject to it. And you're going to have to acknowledge that this is death, not life. See, our people are still looking at this world as if it's life and this, but a lot of them are starting to wake up to it. Something's not right. But the only way to get the full understanding and the answer as to what you're feeling is through coming to the prophets, man. And most of our people don't want to humble themselves to the men of the Lord.
Right.
Because ultimately how we look is not this, flashy, it's just a very basic presentation. We sit down, do the video, we go out on the highways and the byways. You don't know too much about our personal lives. Did you know too much about the prophets' personal lives, the disciples' personal lives?
Mm-hmm. That's
What
right.
did when you read about them, although you may have heard he had a wife or he had children, what you read about the prophets primarily and the disciples was their business in doing the work of Yahweh Bashim Shai. That's the only thing you need to know, man. But our people, they feel like they got to see a show, or where's the family, where, we want to see, the dude cooking with Israel.
With his wife in the kitchen and shit. Oh boy, y'all Jakes ain't tired of tap dancing for this, man. You still want to be included in everything and be accepted, man. When the Lord has already made us to be a people near and dear to Him, y'all still want to covet after something that don't even belong to you, man. It make no sense. You got it.
Now, let's get Proverbs 24. And there's nothing wrong with
He
cooking.
already got
There's
it.
nothing wrong with family. We ain't anti-family, but the scriptures tell us our mindset towards these things in the latter day. There's a time and place for everything.
Right. Yeah.
Well, we are not to promote ourselves. Scriptures say we preach not ourselves. What's that? 2 Corinthians 4? Get that real quick. We have this treasure in earthen vessels somewhere around there. 2 Corinthians 4 and like that.
For Yahweh who
Start at 5.
Verse 5, it says, for we preach not ourselves, but Mashiach Yahushua, the Lord, and ourselves your servant for Yahushua's sake.
See, we preach not ourselves. When you read it in the NLT, it says, you see, we don't go around preaching about ourselves. Now, brothers tell stories about certain things they've been through. That's the men of the Lord did that. But we're not here to, uplift ourselves and, put ourselves on these pedestals and be these great. No, the Lord don't need us. The water Yahweh Bashim Shai for using us as vessels. But the glory is to Yahweh Bashim Shai. We literally are just vessels He chose to fulfill what He already wrote. I'm honored, and Lord willing, we endure to the end. But honestly, the Lord don't need none of us. He don't need me.
No, not it, man.
He can raise up. He can put the spirit on the crackhead to turn his life around and take my life tomorrow if He wanted to.
Yep.
Okay? So we have to be very, very careful. All right? Keep going.
2 Corinthians 4 and 6, for Yahweh who commanded the light to shine out of darkness has shined in our hearts.
In our mind, out of darkness, man. The Lord woke us up out of darkness, man. We were going down paths of darkness. I don't care if you were an okay nigga. You still a nigga before you came into this truth. You made reprobate decisions. Your diet wasn't on point. The way you thought wasn't on point. You didn't look at adultery with disdain. Okay?
Yep.
Even if you wasn't really out there living a crazy life, there were certain things you really didn't have no judgment towards.
Yeah.
It's just like yay or nay. Go ahead.
Verse 6, for Yahweh who commanded the light to shine out of darkness has shined in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh in the face of Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Right. See what that sacrifice, man, that's another thing. Do you understand the sacrifice Yahweh Shai, made for us? And there's certain men who can't sacrifice, traveling hours or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Our forefathers were getting on boats.
Yeah, man, bro.
Dylan. Look what the Apostle Paul was, a sacrifice, man. Every time he turned around, he had to deal with something. It was something.
Yeah.
So we look at these particular men and as examples. We look at Yahweh Shai as examples. We have to apply it to ourselves as well. There's a humility process that this walk goes with as well. That some men don't really want to have to, put themselves through. We put ourselves through it. It's hard. Yeah. You can't tell us nothing about traveling. Our apostles and elders beforehand, the Apostle Paul, man, he said in traveling is often, but man, we did, gave up houses, had to roommate with brothers, all of that. Had to load the videos, had to be the camp house, have to deal with different spirits, brothers that kind of may rub you the wrong way, but you still have to find your Yahweh Shai in them and love them. This is a humility process, man. Okay? Don't run from it. Okay? Keep going.
Verse 7 says, but we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of Yahweh Shai and not of us.
Right, so we have this treasure in earthen vessels, man. So the power really goes to the Most High God, Yahweh, through his son Yahweh Shai. Because that's the only way that we were able to wake out of that dead state. Was through the sacrifice he made, which gave him the authority to go back in the heavens on the right-hand side and now send us down the understanding. So he can guide us through, or he can be our light through this hell, through the straight gate. Because the straight gate ain't going nowhere. It's already foreordained.
Man,
It's already written. But it's also written that walk through it. We were just born into the earth to fulfill that, to fulfill what he had, planned for his elect. Lord willing, we're of that number. But there are people born to do other things too. Fulfill other prophecies, man.
Right.
Now, let's go to the book of Proverbs 24:3.
This is Proverbs chapter 24, verse 3. Through wisdom is an house builded, and by understanding it is established.
Right, through wisdom is a house builder. All right, we're proclaiming to be a part of the rebuilding. Just run up on you, all right, and try to control the narrative. No, the Bible is talking about the reunion of Judah and Ephraim in the latter days. That's what's taking place. Okay, the true church, the tabernacle of David, is being rebuilt. And it's going to be through wisdom that house is going to be built, man. Not no random willy-nilly, all right, freelance. Nah, man, it's through the Spirit, it's free, but it's in order. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches.
Woo! And by knowledge shall the chambers in that house is decorated.
Right.
With all manner of treats and pleasantries, man. The living waters are running, man. Go ahead.
Verse 5. A wise man is strong. Yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength.
A man of knowledge increases strength, man. And you should be in this truth getting better, man. You shouldn't be in this truth you the same nigga, all right, from 8 years ago.
Right.
You just got a different garment and a different headband. You should be growing, man. You got a lot of guys like that. They're just the same guy, but it's just a new garment. It's like, bro, hello, you're here to grow, man. This knowledge, this ain't no low-level knowledge we got, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This This is back in Proverbs chapter 24, verse 4. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war,
Mm.
and in multitude of counselors there is safety.
See, and the Lord is setting up the middle of the Lord. It says, so don't go to war without wise guidance. And here it is. We're getting ready to go into a spiritual war. No man at war entangleth themselves with the fear of this world and do a hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh. See, this is a high level spiritual war we're in, man.
Man.
And Satan is getting ready to react to us, man, in a very open way. The accuser of our brethren knows he can't just run up on us, and he know he wouldn't be justified. He'd make a fool of himself. So he's getting ready to, he's creating a narrative, basically. And you got to watch him because he's everywhere right now.
Boy.
And it's going to be tacky. It's not going to be fair, but it's going to be they're going to try to bring the floodgates on us, man. That's why you see vocab been popping up more and more. Dealing with the Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting ready to make their move. And if you think you're going to do all of this wickedness, establish this place built up on iniquity, bloodshed, alphabet behavior, rebellion against all of the laws of the Most High, and just then get to the end and blame Israel and be justified, which you're going to get a lot of them, right? And you're going to even get some of us, which are part of the sacrifice of some of us to deny in this place, to get our head cut off. But you going to lose, man.
Right.
The end game of this all, when you deal with it, is you Edomites are going to lose.
That's right.
It's not written for you to win. You don't do all you've done and then all of a sudden you're getting ready to win. No. Christianity is not going to win. Which that's a part of Edomite supremacy.
Right.
See, Vocab's trying to put his finger on what we're doing. They're so stupid that they got the Bible in their hand. They don't even realize we're fulfilling what the scriptures say will happen. They don't see it. And they're fulfilling, great fear fell on them. We're fulfilling the remnant is being raised up.
Man. Right before they are.
Right before their eyes, man.
That's why they're gonna come down with great wrath. Because he's someone who ultimately got a short time. But as that, like I say, wisdom is like a house. They can see the outside, but they don't. As you grow up, as you growing down as well as being rooted. What it said, rooted and built up in Him. We're if you deeply rooted, when you go through these trying times, all right, this test.